Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Charlamagne the God. We are the Breakfast Club. Let's get in some front page news. Now, we got our guest co-host Carlos Miller and Nav Green joining us.
Yes, sir.
And Teslin Figaro's on the line. Good morning, Tez.
Good morning, DJ NV, 85 South in the building. Carlos and Nav and Charlamagne the God.
Peace, Tez.
Let's start off with sports. Now, the Nuggets beat the Heat last night, 109-94. They lead the series 2-1.
And I can't even say nothing about it because I feel like the Nuggets going to win that series.
Yes.
But Miami might come back and win the next game. Who knows? Like, you can't sleep on Miami. They're very resilient.
Mm-hmm. Now, what else we got? Where we starting? And we want to start about this air quality in New York City?
Yeah, you guys already touched on it a little bit, but let's go ahead and give the family some stats. The National Weather Service has issued an air quality alert for New York City and parts of the tri-state area. The air quality index was as high as 484. Now, the max on the scale is 500. So anything above 300. Why are you laughing at the...
No, because Nav jumped just now. He was like, I don't know what that means, but that don't sound good.
I ain't think
No,
you
it's
go
high
past
as hell.
100.
Yeah.
I said
Right.
484.
The air quality got a bad credit score.
They got a bad, do have a bad credit score. Anything above 300 on the government's air quality index is considered hazardous. So let's listen to the report by WABC TV, and we'll talk about it on the other side.
Coverage of this air quality alert, experts urging people to wear masks outside. New York City public schools already closed today for a staff development day, but the smoke is forcing some districts across the area to call off classes. Some schools just saying it's not safe for the kids to be in class today.
Yeah, we have team coverage of the dangerous conditions. Anthony Carlo is live in New Jersey with more on the school closures. But first, Derek Waller is live outside the Javits Center, where officials are handing out masks as well.
And I don't even know what it means, right? Because they say hazardous. It just says health warnings of emergency conditions. The entire population is more likely to be affected. What does that even mean?
We in trouble?
Yeah, and I thought that was interesting to say the staff still had to come in for a staff development day. Hopefully they'll allow those teachers to stay home. But just so people know where the smoke is actually coming from, it's coming from Canada's wildfires. They've been moving in the United States since the last month. So this has been happening over the last month. You may not have noticed it, but the most recent fires near Quebec, though that's what you're really seeing now. And those are about 500 to 600 miles away from Rhode Island, and they've been burning for about several days.
Has anybody shown us the pictures of the
I was going to
wildfire
say
in
that I haven't
Canada?
seen that many videos of the wildfires. I've seen the one picture or the one video where it seems like they're dropping fire on the fire that went viral. But other than that, I don't even see any videos of the wildfire.
That's because it's Canada and everybody just took their word for it.
Yeah.
Like Canada don't have no problems with nobody and they wouldn't intentionally do nothing. But if this smoke was coming from Mexico, it'd be a whole
That's right.
another problem.
Build a wall around Canada, damn it.
But I tell you why this scares me, because if you think about it, like let's say if we are in an attack, we can see how crazy something that's 600-700 miles away can get to us just like that. So just imagine if this was some type of air attack, a nuclear attack, or some type of attack that can actually affect us and kill us. It's not that hard to get to us. Like, that's weird. That don't scare nobody.
No, because you're looking at it in a negative light.
Man, what's the
Well, you can't look at it in no light,
Let us
literally.
be
You can't
optimistic,
see
Carlos. What's the
I'm
optimism here?
just saying, I mean, you talking about 500, 600, 700 miles away, right?
Yes, sir.
So that means if a fire can bring the smoke that, from that far away, that means that we can smoke between countries.
Oh, yeah. We can return fire that fast.
No, I'm just
Absolutely.
saying, like, as a country, we could smoke with another country if
Man,
we
shut up.
just change.
So you saying we catching a
I'm
contact
saying, like,
from
if they
Canada
took
right
the
now?
hookah
Secondhand
cones
contact.
off.
I was trying to figure out where was he
I
going.
get what
was
you're saying.
lost too. I
I
was
get what
lost
you're
too.
saying. We got a contact from Canada. What are the health officials? What advice are the health officials providing, Ted?
Yeah, they are urging people to stay inside. I thought you guys would probably be Zooming today, but they are saying limit outdoor activities. They said it is definitely unhealthy what is happening now, but they're saying that it should clear up, I guess Thursday and going into the weekend. Now, the emergency manager,
Oh, have mercy.
commissioner said that He's going to leave the advisory in place, but again, it's going to be a multi-day thing. And the briefing yesterday, obviously, the governor said they're passing out masks, as you just heard on the report. And people, they're calling it sensitive groups. They really need to be paying attention to this, which is children, older adults, people with lung disease, asthma, and heart conditions need to be extra cautious.
I am an older adult.
I just knew she was about to say African Americans on that list. I just knew African Americans had made that list of people who was vulnerable.
We did. Heart disease. That's us. That's right. Nav coughing now. Nav can't talk without coughing.
Hey man, I was walking holding my nose. I didn't know how I was gonna leave.
So have y'all been wearing your mask? I know you did yesterday.
I got mine right here, man.
Yes.
I'm just gonna live my life, man. I'm over it.
That mask can't protect everything.
It can't. You already, the air quality already messed up.
That's right.
Just breathe less.
All right. Well, that is front page
Lord
news.
have mercy.
Tesla, we'll see you in a little bit.
Absolutely.
All right, get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. If you need to vent, phone lines are wide open again. 800-585-1051. And Carlos Miller and Nav Green are here. Now, question. Today is Kanye's birthday. Do we celebrate Kanye or we don't even mention it?
Yeah, we got to.
We do.
He made Jesus walk.
So we
And Hey Mama.
So we celebrate Kanye.
Yeah.
All right, happy birthday, Kanye, too.
Happy birthday, Kanye West. See, that's what's wrong with us as a black community. We got to stop throwing our people away. It already ain't a lot of us.
Kanye threw himself away.
We don't have to agree with Kanye.
That's right.
He's still, one of us, though. He had a Rockefeller chain.
He did. I wish him healing. And, anytime you have a birthday, it's a great thing.
Right.
He's healed.
I don't know if I celebrate it, but,
We love Kanye. We don't like Yeezy.
Yeah, we don't like Yeezy.
Yeah,
we love Kanye
We
West.
love Kanye.
Yeah.
Not Yeezy.
I actually think I like Yeezy more because I wear the slides.
Yo, shut up, man.
I do. I
He
wear
just
the
said all this
slides.
stuff.
I wear the
We can't
slides and the
celebrate
sneakers.
somebody, but I wear
I don't
slides.
know if I
though.
like Kanye. I think I like Yeezys.
You know
I
what?
don't like Kanye.
It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Of course, we got our guest co-host Carlos Miller and Nav Green. And let's get in some front page news. Good morning, Tez.
Good morning, DJ Envy and 85 South in the building. Charlamagne the God.
Peace, Taz.
Carlos and Nav. Good
Yeah,
morning.
yeah.
Let's get right into it. The Nuggets won last night, 109-94. They beat the Heat. They lead the series 2-1. And let's jump into it. The debt ceiling deal gives a deadline on student loan repayment. Why don't they just take care of all student loans? Let all the kids just go to college for free.
Yeah, well, that's what the progressives have been asking for and will continue to ask for repeatedly, but they're being ignored, unfortunately. But for more than 3 years, tens of millions of federal student loan debt holders haven't had to think about paying for those student loans. But that is ending very soon. So you guys remember that the debt ceiling deal negotiated between President Joe Biden and House Speaker Kevin McCarthy that they just negotiated, was about a week or so ago. One of the things that came out of that is now millions of former students will have to repay their loans again in August. Now, as a side note, partial loan forgiveness, speaking to your point, DJ Envy, is currently waiting for the ruling in the Supreme Court. So we should know something on that by June 30th. But depending on how that goes, you basically need to prepare to pay those student loans again starting on August 29th. So bottom line is the payments are starting to be, they're going to come back. It came from the COVID relief, a lot of COVID relief funds, and people need to start preparing to pay that payment again. I've been paying mine all along because I knew it wasn't going to last, but start preparing.
I don't think everybody should pay them. I think if they've been waiting this long and they've been stalling them out, we just got to collectively not pay them all together so they'll just keep rolling it over.
That might work.
Yeah, that affect people's credit.
People ain't got it, they ain't got
But
it.
people, it affect people's credit, though.
I mean, that's how we got it.
Yeah.
But the problem is that'll affect your credit, though, right? Even though you ain't paying your loan, but then when you try to buy something else, a house or a washer and dryer from Sears.
You can't buy a house anyway now.
Exactly. You don't have enough money to pay the student loan. You can't pay the mortgage.
You're right.
They always say that about your credit. They always say you won't be able to buy something you can't afford anyway.
Nobody cares
You're right.
about credit.
If you're not using
He
that
said nobody
degree,
cares about
you shouldn't
credit.
be paying anyway.
We black, they won't give us no credit anyway. So
Would you take that?
If you're not using your degree, you shouldn't have to pay it anyway.
If you didn't graduate, you shouldn't have to pay.
I did 2 semesters. I knew I wasn't gonna pay.
Hey, that's a good point I ain't never thought about, yo.
What's that?
If you got a degree in something but you can't get a job, right? You really shouldn't have to pay. But if you got a degree and you get a job in that field, then you should probably have to pay it back.
And don't duck them
But that's
people when
interesting.
they
I'll
call
be sure to pass that on over to the House.
Yeah, I don't think that works like that. I don't think that
As
works
a
like
side
that.
note, but just because I know we have a lot of those conversations about what do you use a degree for, and I just want to say when I owned a staffing firm, had 300 employees. A lot of times the degree is not. A lot of people don't get degrees in their field, but employers do look at a degree as more than just what you're specializing in, but more so were you able to complete a large project? Were you able to start something and go all the way, to the end, 120 hours or so. So degrees are not always necessarily your discipline, meaning what you specialize in, but also looked at, can you start and complete a project? So really college degrees now are looked at as high school diplomas to a lot of employers. But to your point, if you're not using it, why still have to pay, $50,000, $60,000 in student loan debt? But I did want to unpack quickly the Supreme Court ruling so people know the difference. June 30th, again, that is in the Supreme Court. That is where Joe Biden did ask to cancel $20,000 of student loans for about 44 million Americans. So that's held up in the Supreme Court right now. But what I'm talking about on the pause, the student debt pause came out of the COVID emergency relief fund. So two totally different things. With a conservative leaning court, I don't anticipate them forgiving those loans. So again, just prepare to start paying that loan again in August.
Well, God bless everybody about to get another bill. You know what I mean?
And I just want to tell people, if you're out there and you're about to get married and your spouse or your husband has a student loan, that automatically connects to you.
So what you saying? You trying to discourage marriage?
No,
man?
I'm just telling people that because a lot of people don't know. And then when you get married and you think you're getting your income tax back, and then you don't get your income tax back because the government takes it and puts it towards the student loan, that happens.
Now you gotta go stay back with your mama.
Yeah.
You married.
So I want to encourage people, get a deferment if you can. I'll break this down a little bit deeper on my podcast this week because there are a couple of things that I do want people to know that we don't have time to get into. But you can get deferments. You can get, say that you're not able to pay. There's ways that you can kind of extend that, and you can always go back to school as well and get another degree. So,
all right.
Man, go get a trade, man. Go learn how to do something with your hands. Become a mechanic, HVAC, electrician.
Welding,
you know what I'm saying?
electric,
yes, go learn a trade, man.
All that.
That's going to translate into money fast.
Ask for the settlement. When they call him like, you got some money to do, you be like, look, how much is it to get rid of it today? And they'll be like, hold on. And they'll put you on hold and they'll come back and they'll be like, look.
We work it down. They break it down.
You owe us $14,000, but if you make a payment for $750 today, we'll just go and close it. They need some calling you.
And
just
speaking
like
of money, I want to get this second
that,
story in because I've been pushing it off the last couple of days because we've had more important stories. But this is important because it's not a day that goes by that somebody doesn't call in talking about Cash App. I want to give you guys a notice from the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau. They said that do not hold your money in PayPal, Cash App, Venmo for an extended period of time. They said that it could possibly be at risk during a crisis. And what we're looking at now in New York could possibly be a crisis. So the alert is coming
from coughing. You're right. This is a crisis.
The alert is coming from the Silicon Valley Bank. When they just had, all of the issues with the bank, they're saying that money in your Cash App is not insured. So they have issued a warning saying basically don't leave it sitting there for a long period of time. Now, Cash App has responded saying, no, your money's all good with us. We don't know what they're talking about. So I'm just letting you know that the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau saying,
what Cash App would say.
Yeah, they saying you take your money out. So just guys, so that you know, Cash App is not a bank. According to, the Consumer Financial Protection, that money's not insured, so if something happens, you might lose your bread.
Hey, what that mean? Keep money in Cash App? Because I'm always
some people use something like a bank,
Charlamagne.
Everybody don't have, like accounts, so they'll just keep their money in Cash App and get money put in and pay everything from there.
Yeah,
Cash App
like
is
somebody's
like
Cash App you
$100.
Instead of you transfer it to your bank, it stays in your Cash App account.
And you can send it out when
you need to.
Yeah, at your leisure.
The problem with Cash App,
especially for those who are not interested in having money tracked, dope dealers, but everybody don't have their bank account.
You gotta be a wireless dope dealer to send money through Cash App.
If you're a dope dealer with a Cash App, you're going to prison.
Yeah, you're
telling
to
you
jail
that right now.
Hey, what if they put the 4 to 3-5?
4 to 3-5.
When she said Cash App is not a bank, I heard somebody from Cash App saying, that's cap.
But the major problem with Cash App, a lot of these things, there's no phone number for them. So if there's an issue or problem, you can't even get anybody on the phone. Remember that one time I sent somebody the wrong? I sent somebody else, I think like $7,000. I sent somebody.
I thought you meant to do that.
Cash App?
I didn't know you could Cash App.
Because they were in another city and they were doing work on a house that I had. So I sent them the money, but it was like one number off.
Boy, you rich.
That's real
unprofessional. You wouldn't use PayPal?
No, it was Cash App, I think it was.
He had to.
And at least PayPal got a little bit of tracking, but PayPal and Cash App are actually connected to the same organization, which I didn't know. So
Wow. So they I mean, there is no number. So if you're trying to get your money back or you sent money to the wrong person, it's hard to get it back. I got it back, but it took a long time, and I had to scream and shout and get on this radio. That was
That's $7,000. With $70, I double checked about 8 times. I was like, never mind, you requested from me.
Send the request.
Yeah, send the request.
But it was so long ago. That was before the request. There was no request at that time. It was you just had to, and then somebody had stupid numbers. It was 8324 $692, and I had one number.
Somebody saw them 7,000 coming. Hey, we up.
Somebody requesting 400 from me right now.
Envy.
Somebody named Lavosky is requesting 400 from me right now.
That me.
He ain't getting it.
Oh, goodness. All right. Well, that is your front page news. Thank you, Tez.
Absolutely.
My God, be working, boy. Envy just sent me
Envy.
7,000.
I knew listening to the Breakfast Club was going to pay off.
I just won the trivia.
I just won the trivia.
I got all this mixtape.
When we come back, Devon Franklin will be joining us. He has a new movie, Flamin' Hot. We're going to kick it with him, and we're going to get into his life a little bit. Stop laughing at Flamin' Hot, man.
They call it FH.
The Cheeto movie.
We're going to talk to him next. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Wake that ass up.
Early in the morning.
The Breakfast Club.